Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. This was a verse from 1 Peter 5:8. And today we're going to discuss the dangers of not being vigilant, and why it is dangerous to the soul to consume content passively, such as the news, movies, TV shows, music, and music videos. I believe most people today, including many believers, if not most believers, consume content passively. That includes everything that's on your televisions, your smartphones, your computers, your laptops, your iPads, all the content that comes from these devices. Did you guys know when you're engaging in certain activities, your brain releases different brainwaves? When you're having a deep and dreamless sleep, your brain is in the state of Delta. Delta is the realm of your unconscious mind. Conscious awareness is fully detached. We generate delta waves in deep sleep and very deep transcendental meditations. And then there's the theta brain state, which is vivid dreams, REM sleep, insight, meditations. It's called the highly creative zone that invites vivid visualizations, profound insights, potential for spiritual experiences, and a sense of connectedness, reached through deep meditation, light sleep, and flow activities. Then there is the alpha state, relaxation, intuition, creativity. A meditative state in which memory, learning, visualization, and concentration are heightened. Awareness expands, creativity increases, a sense of peace and well-being in the present moment. Then there is the beta brain state. It's alertness, concentration, and reasoning. Normal waking consciousness with heightened alertness, logic, and analysis. Lower end is related to learning, concentration, critical reasoning. High end is related to stress, anxiety, and restlessness. And then there's, of course, the gamma brain state. This is the most active brain state you can be in. It's the insight, high-level information processing. Associated with bursts of insight, high-level information processing called binding, where various areas of the brain combine disparate thoughts into a single idea. Gamma brainwaves are actually the fastest brainwave frequency with the smallest amplitude. They are responsible for your learning, memory, information processing, and cognitive functioning. In fact, neuroscientists believe that gamma waves are able to link information from all parts of the brain. So it's one of the most active brain states you can be in. This is when we're engaging in critical thinking, awareness, lots of cognitive functions. This is where our vigilant state of mind comes in. It's during this mental state, which is the gamma state. Now going back to the chart, did you guys know that watching television, watching movies, TV shows, music videos, watching the news, put your brain state in the same state as theta? Theta is the state where tasks become so automatic that you can mentally disengage from them. The ideation that can take place during the theta state is often free flow and occurs without censorship or guilt. Theta brainwaves can also occur when you're awake but in a very deeply relaxed state of mind, a state that some may describe as autopilot. However, if you experience high levels of theta waves while you're awake, you might feel a little sluggish or scattered. So yeah, when you watch television, when you passively consume content on social media, on the news, TV shows, and movies, you are in the relaxed state of theta, meaning that hypnosis, meditation, and passively consuming content is all in the same brain state. During these activities, we experience the same exact brain state called theta. It's when you're basically in a trance. You're passively absorbing information without critically thinking about anything that you're watching. It's a polar opposite to the gamma brain state. But as I stated, most people, when they consume content on social media, on the news, on TV shows, and movies, most of these people are in the autopilot state of theta, the trance-like state. You're not as aware as you are in the gamma state. Theta, as I said, is a polar opposite to gamma. Gamma, you're more actively engaged, your awareness is heightened, you're able to spot deceptions more easily, you're not easily fooled, you're able to spot patterns and inconsistencies that a lot of people can't spot. This is the brain state we should all strive to be, even when we're consuming content. If we're going to consume content like TV shows, the news, music videos, social media, we should at least do it actively, meaning be in that gamma state where our cognitive function is active, where our learning is active, our perception is active, our awareness is active. Our ability to spot inconsistencies and patterns is also active. And I believe to get in this state of mind, it requires you to trust God and His Word fully. And it also requires you to become like a child. As I've stated in other videos, you have to become like a child, a clean slate, so you can better learn information and so that you can better decipher what's true and what's not true without your bias getting in the way of truth. Because often simple truth comes our way and our bias just can't overlook that simple truth, and it will not allow it into our mind. That's why in the Bible it says that spiritual meat is for those who have trained their senses to spot good and evil. And it says this in Hebrews 5:14, but strong meat belongeth to those who are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. What does this mean? That means that we have discernment, but we have to exercise it to discern good and evil. Because sometimes good and evil is not so black and white, no pun intended. And it takes a little bit more engagement. It takes you to be more vigilant to spot good and evil. Because like I said, sometimes it's hard to spot. And you need to exercise your discernment. Because spiritual discernment, it's a gift from God, but it's like a muscle. Either use it or you lose it. Because as I said, mindlessly, passively consuming content without engaging, without looking for patterns and inconsistencies and deceptions and being vigilant, it becomes very dangerous to you and your soul. I mean, just look at the past couple of years, what the news has done to people. It can take certain groups of people and change their mental state completely, make them violent, make them destructive, make them angry. And people who passively consume content in that theta phase, that trance phase, just like hypnosis, just like meditation, TV also puts you in a trance-like phase. And if you're not actively engaging and learning and being vigilant, even when you consume this type of content, you're at risk of being manipulated and programmed. That's why the news is able to sway people's opinions. That's why movies and TV shows and music videos is able to change people's opinions and morality. It's able to make people really angry. Whether people know the facts or not, it's able to change their state of mind. And I'm not talking about any specific political group. I'm talking about all of them. All sides have been guilty of being manipulated, which is why personally I choose to just stick to the word and not worry about any political group, because I already made the simple realization of what Scripture says. And it says that Satan is the god of this world. But people have forgotten that fact, and they're still pursuing their favorite political figures. That's how Satan is able to manipulate people, is their ignorance of the word, even a lot of believers. But yeah, guys, that was it. I hope you enjoy that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love making these videos. It gets me thinking, and I hope it gets you thinking. I love hearing you guys' comments. If you'd like to support this channel, I do have a Patreon. The link is in my bio below. And my email is also in my bio below if you have any questions, personal questions. But again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys' insight. Even if you disagree, go ahead and state it. Let's talk about it. It's always fun to discuss ideas. And we are out. Till next time, God bless.